Hey everybody, Graeme McInnis here with McInnis Realty Group, and I am going to bring you my market update for what happened in the market in December in 2023 and my forecast and best guess for what is going to happen in the market in 2024. Let's, dust off that crystal ball and make some predictions. Now, I do want to invite you guys to reach out to me personally if you are in need of a realtor for buying or selling. I've been a realtor in Calgary for 18 years and also licensed in Vancouver, and I would be more than happy to help you guys out with your real estate needs if you're looking to purchase some real estate or sell some real estate in 2024. Please do reach out to me. Also, stick around for a couple minutes at least for a special announcement regarding my real estate business. So let's dive into the market and kind of get a feel for what happened in December 2023. It was a good month actually for sales. As you can see, sales were 1366, up 13.8% year over year. New listings 1,248, up 21% year over year. That's a good thing because we need more listings. And the total inventory though was down 2.5% year over year. And the months of supply very, very low, putting us in a firm seller's market at 1.58%. You guys, this is again unprecedented. We've been in a seller's market for 2.5, 3 years now, and this is likely going to continue for 2024. Let's talk about that in a minute, but first let's talk a little bit more about the prices. Prices are up massively year over year. Total residential price, so all product types, houses, detached houses, semi-detached, half duplex, townhouses, and apartment style condos, on average up 10%. So again, if you're a buyer and you're out there shopping for, last year, say a $400,000 townhouse, that's what you were pre-approved for, and you decided to wait, maybe you got in a couple bidding wars, which was happening a lot and is continuing to happen and will continue to happen more this year, and maybe you didn't get them because you didn't bid high enough, or you didn't have a strong enough offer for whatever reason. That same property potentially could be as much as $440 this year without anything changing in the property. That's how much the market's gone up. Detached properties, single family detached homes, average price now $697. I mean, that is getting pretty crazy, up 12.8% year over year. But again, is it high? Is Calgary unaffordable? Well, when you read the news stories, you'll see a lot of comments about Calgary being unaffordable. And certainly the prices have gone up a lot in the last 24 or even like 36 months almost. But the reality is that Calgary prices are exactly where they should be based on the 10-year average. The prices have gone up a lot in the last couple of years, but you got to remember they took a huge hit between about 2015 to 2020. The prices went down significantly in a lot of categories. So what we've really done is the previous peak of the market was 2014, and now we are at 2024. And real estate historically just goes up with the rate of inflation, which is about 2 to 3%. So that's what you would expect real estate to go up per year normally in a normal type of market, in a normal environment. Between 2015, 2016, and 2020, it pretty much went down, especially condos took a huge hit. They dropped massively, and we're kind of just recovering back to sort of not where we were in 2014 per se, but where we should be based on an annual rate of growth of just normal growth of 2 or 3%. So the prices are high. Yeah, it's a bit of a sticker shock when you look at it initially, but if you kind of look back at history and do the math, they're just kind of where they should be, to be honest. Well, so what does that mean? It means there's a lot more upside potentially for Calgary real estate, assuming the market stays the same. I think it will for 2024. Semi-detached prices, $627, up 12%. I mean, this is phenomenal. If you own real estate, not the best if you're trying to get it in the market, of course. Row houses up 20% year over year. So in December 2023, they were 20% higher than they were in December of 2022. I think the trend is going to continue. It's not going to go up that much this year, but it might. And there's a couple caveats to that. It basically depends on what happens with interest rates. Nothing else in the market that drove those prices up last year to those high levels is going to change this year, except for the interest rates. But the main difference is the rates are going to go down, not up. So typically when rates go down, prices go up. And it just makes it more affordable. There's a lot of sales last year. It was a busy market. It's all good. Prices went up a lot. That's great. But a lot of buyers sat on the fence because they didn't want, an interest rate that was at 5.5 or 5.89 or 5.99 for their interest rate, because at the different points through the year, that's all you could get. So a lot of buyers just decided to step back and see what happens. Now, was that a smart move or not? I mean, who knows? It's difficult to say. This year, you're definitely going to pay more. You're going to pay a lot more, but you might get a lower rate, and therefore your payment might stay roughly the same. I mean, the rates would need to go down quite a bit for it to be the same as if you paid 20% less that you could have gotten December 2022. But nonetheless, it's an interesting story, and 2024, you guys, is going to be another banging year in the Calgary real estate market. Prices are going to go up. The forecast, I'll show you a news article here in a sec, is for 8% growth. But that's overall. Certain neighborhoods and certain product types, certain types of homes are going to go up more. You can pretty much count on condos and townhouses, apartment-style condos and townhouses going up the most. Detached homes are going to go up as well, but just not to the same extent. The reason townhomes and condos are going to go up is because that's what's affordable now. That's what people are buying and entering into the market. And that was to my last point too. When you read these news stories, and let me just actually show you this here. Calgary house prices projected to climb 8% next year. Guys, don't read the comments. They're full of negativity and full of wrong information. But what you'll see a lot in the comments is people saying, yeah, it's great if you own a house, but these prices are so high, I can never get into the market. Well, why not? Because you're not supposed to buy a $700,000 house as your first house. That's not a starter home. What you guys would want to do if you're younger or if your funds are a little bit limited, still get into the market. Don't not buy because you can't buy, a 2,200 square foot single family detached house with a double or triple attached garage and a finished basement. Don't sit on the sidelines because you can't afford that. Just get anything, get something, and ride the wave. This is called the property ladder, and this is what your parents did. Your parents didn't buy their dream house as their first house. They bought a condo, and then they lived in it for 5 years. Typically people take a 5-year term on their mortgage, and after those 5 years, they paid the mortgage down by say $50,000, and then they hopefully the property went up by maybe $50,000. Now you got $100,000 or so to put down on your next house. Then they traded up to the next size house, and that wasn't their dream house either. And then they did the same thing in another 5 or 10 years until 15, 20 years down the road, they're living in their dream house that you probably grew up in or spent a lot of your childhood in as your parents climbed the property ladder. Well, that's what you guys should do too. Don't expect your first house to be a $700,000 house. Just get whatever you can qualify for. Go talk to your mortgage broker, talk to a bank, get a down payment saved up, make sure your credit's good, you got stable income, and you'll be able to get into the market and just have some patience, basically. And like I said, condos are probably going to go up the most this year. So getting into the condo market this year, if you're a first-time buyer, is a great life decision. So I would highly recommend you guys do that. Now, I want to take a minute to take a break and talk about a message from our sponsor. Surprise! It's me. I'm the sponsor, and I want to talk to you guys today about a new strategy for my real estate business that I'm implementing this year. So basically, you guys, real estate has never been easier to sell. It's a simple fact that when I started selling real estate in 2006, I was at the office all day, like I'm talking 12, 14 hours a day, and then, going out for appointments, coming back to the office, writing offers, on paper and then sending them by fax. Like, that's how long I've been doing this. And then I'd be at the office till 11 o'clock at night, waiting for those counter offers from the other realtor to come in by fax. I didn't have a fax machine at my house when I started, and then I take that fax, and I couldn't even attach it to an email back then, or if you could, it was really difficult, and the sizes were too big, and I don't know. You young people won't understand this, but yeah, I would have to drive to the client's house at like 11 o'clock at night, which was usually across the city from my office, get them to sign it. Then I'd drive back to the office, fax it back to the other realtor, and then I'd go home at like midnight or whatever. And that happened all the time, especially in 2007 when the market was pretty much as hot as it is right now. So anyways, what I am doing this year is I've implemented so many different systems and processes in my real estate business that is very, very streamlined, and I can actually afford to basically take less commission for my listings and offer a discount to my clients, because it really is just that much easier to sell real estate in 2024 and the previous couple of years. Most of my listings sell in 1 or 2 days, and they usually sell for over the list price. And in many, many cases, we're talking $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 over the list price. And that's without me having to undervalue the property when we list it. I always list my properties at market value, if that's what my client agrees with doing, and that is what they usually agree with doing. We just list it right for what it's worth. And because of the market conditions and how I do my marketing, which is very, very good, the property sells usually in just a couple of days over the weekend, and we get multiple offers, and it sells for over the list price, and often with an unconditional offer. So as soon as the client signs it, it's sold. It's a done deal. There's no home inspection, no financing to go through or anything. It's just a done sale. So that trend is probably going to continue this year, and what I want to do is offer a reduced commission rate to people that want to list their homes with me and put more money in their pocket. Now, this is not a discounted service. This is not a discount, basically. It's just a different pricing structure. Realtors can price their listings, can take whatever commission on a property they want. And there's many different ways to structure that. So what I'm going to do is post up here our different commission plans, new for 2024. It's going to put thousands, in some case tens of thousands of dollars back into your pocket as the seller, but you're going to receive the same level of service that you do from any of the other top realtors in the city. The difference is going to be I will do the same advice, the same level of service. As a matter of fact, I do more than what 90% of the realtors do for my listings and 18 years of experience. And you're just going to pay less and pocket more money. And that is my value proposition to all of my clients and my potential clients in 2024 who have listings. If you want to list with me, you're going to pay less commission. You're going to pocket more money because you pay less commission. And if you list with me, there's a very high chance I'm going to be able in this market to sell your house for over the list price without under listing it at the list price in the first place. We just list it at the market value. Follow my marketing plan. And if you want a copy of that marketing plan, just comment below and I will send it to you, and you guys can check out what I do for my clients, which is the same thing that all the top realtors do. The difference, of course, being why would you pay $50,000 to a realtor when you can get the same advice and level of service from me and you can just pocket tons of money because of our reduced commission structure. So this is a new thing that we're implementing, and again, it's not a discount. You're going to receive the same level of service and advice as any of the other top realtors. You're probably going to have a wonderful experience. You are going to have a wonderful experience. Check out my Google reviews if you guys want some evidence of what my past clients have thought. Let's get back to the market. So Calgary house prices projected to climb 8% next year. And again, that's just a blanket statement talking about the market in general. Certain segments of the market will probably go up more than that. Condos probably being one, townhouses being another, and then in what areas of the city. Maybe the city center, the downtown core, where there are a lot of condos, excuse me, and the outlying areas, the deeper, the suburb areas, your Mahoganies, your Royal Oaks in the northwest, and so on, they're all going to be really, really hot, especially those new neighborhoods up in the up in the north section of the city, and the brand new neighborhoods in the south. So that kind of wraps it up for me, you guys. Again, I wanted to thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you got a little bit of value out of it. That's my forecast for 2024. Prices will be up, commission rates down if you list with me. Get the full service of any of the other top realtors. I'm one of the top realtors as well. And same level of service, same level of advice, top quality marketing, just pocket more money. So guys, reach out to me if you need a realtor, and I'll talk to you later.